a while ago because like I think you and I were talking about something I wanted to do in business and I was asking for your advice and you were kind of like if there's no money involved, like it's not worth it. And I like definitely like take that to heart when I'm like maybe spending time on like projects and things that aren't worth my time. But I would also say that there is something to be said for social currency and social capital.
Hmm.
And I think social media has now kind of taken over as the main thing there.
Yeah.
That it's social currency. But what I would say is interesting to me is what you need to get this meta verification is that you need a government ID.
Hmm.
So that automatically excludes a whole lot of people from even being able to get meta verified.
Right.
Because there's a whole lot of people who use social media and use Instagram that don't have a government ID.
Hmm.
Automatically can't get meta verified. And then what is it? You need like $15 a month. So like even that like excludes a fair amount of people. Does it mean that those people don't have something like verified that's going on in their lives because they don't have those things?
Yeah. Just like you can't be a drug dealer and with a doctorate degree and stuff, you can't be doing, can't have
Sure, you
access.
can.
If
I mean,
you get
aren't
caught,
doctors drug dealers?
yeah, you get caught doing that illegal stuff, you get your stuff revoked. So,
Yeah, but like that, but also they do, and don't get many
yeah.
don't get caught.
Same as certain people who are probably um they don't have IDs but they're verified. They have tons of followers and everything, and it's working out very well for them on social media. And their lives are probably messed up. And trust me, I know some, like there was some. I was used to work with certain influencers, and they taking the bus, and I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Like, you feel me? But certain people did not even know how to monetize that influence. They just like knew a lot of people, and a lot of people followed them. So like they don't really know how to do business, like sell a product or you know what I mean. Just capitalize off of it. So now that you get your blue check, it makes it less fun, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it does open a different type of door because it's like now you have somebody's full government. Like you can't get scammed online. You know what I'm saying? Like if you do business with somebody, like you will probably be more confident in buying from this person because their full government is up there. You know what I mean? It verifies. So if something goes wrong, you can directly go to that person.
Right. It makes people more accountable for what they're saying
Mm-hmm.
on social media,
Word. So
which is interesting. That's an interesting thing. I hadn't thought about it from that place before.
mhm.
Like, you can't just go around saying whatever the fuck you want on social media with
Right.
your first, middle, and last name
Right.
plastered right up
Right.
there. And if you say really bad stuff, now the metaverse knows where your physical verse
Right.
is. Right? I mean, not that they don't, because I'm sure they have our IP addresses all the time anyway.
Exactly.
But like, the more information that we readily give to them, like, the easier it is for them to use it. They don't have
Right.
like the other thing about it is like with the meta verification that I have an issue with is like they are
You getting your identity stolen.
but also like they're now charging you for something that you used to have for free and you're thanking them for it. Now, if that isn't some fucking successful con
Here's the
artistry,
thing, it's kind of crazy because it's not really free. You really had to put in a lot of work to be able to get verified and
not meta
stuff.
verified.
Like certain platforms. I'm talking about just for Instagram because Instagram alone is like you have to be, reputable or like you got to be very famous. You got to done a lot of things
Mm-hmm.
to have your blue check. So like,
Not really.
Yeah, you did. The real ones, like people started hacking and
I
putting
mean,
it
no,
there.
I mean, I don't. I think it's more. You don't necessarily have to be like famous. You have to. It's about your digital footprint.
Yeah.
Like if your digital footprint is large enough,
How are you
to
gonna get that?
be to have the presence verified. Well, the way that you get that is through clickable mentions, and there's lots of like ways to become verified with these actual articles and things without having a huge following.
Right. So
So you're not
basically,
like really
there's
famous.
there's people out there that take it very serious, and you still had to connect and speak to these people to get that process instead of just like clicking a few buttons, and then that would just be it. You still got to take some photos. You still got to shake some hands. You still got to
Kiss some babies.
kiss some babies. You still got to do all of that. So like people were actually doing that, and they were able to get verified. Now a motherfucker could just start their Instagram page and put their ID up on there and call themselves a contractor of anything. And before it was a little bit more dangerous because it could be a random person. Now you got their whole name. You know what I mean? Got their whole shit.
Yeah. So
The hackers and the scammers are gonna have a field day.
so why do we think they did it? Like,
Maybe,
what do we think is what's the MO?
other
Because
than money,
it's obviously money, but how?
them niggas made
Like,
660 million
wonder is
in
that
one day.
from meta verification?
Yep,
And they're gonna make it again next month.
yep. And that was
That's
just in one day.
genius.
That's in one day. They probably was doing that like they probably was making like 100
Call
million.
me now.
100,
That's what it reminds me of.
100 million.
For just 99 cents a minute, I can tell you your future.
Probably made about $1 billion a month.
Hey, Koala.
All
Hey,
for that.
413. If you want to tap in, send a request.
Like $1 billion off of that shit. You feel me?
It's a money grab, you think?
I mean, that's
No, I'm Mass Kid Original
yeah, bro.
said that. Send a